Okay, so I opened the sausages and I pulled the meat out. It's super gnarly to watch, so I didn't film it. It's not pretty. But do that, and then what you're going to want to do is just put this on kind of medium fire. And just cook it through. Break it up as much as you can. I can't do it when I'm filming. So you can see that I've just emptied out all of the seeds. They're there. I'm saving these because, oh my gosh, they're going to be super yummy when they make new pumpkins, one, and also half of them I'll keep, and I'll just do a little roast of them for something tomorrow probably. So I've got some sage from the garden, a couple of garden tomatoes, rosemary garden, and 2 garlic cloves. And then I'm gonna go and rummage around for some cheese, and we're gonna fill that beautiful thing with that wine, those things, some cheese, and the sausage that is browning nicely in the pan. And it is gonna be so fall and so yummy, you're not gonna believe it. Hey, if you're a vegan, you know what? It's a vegan sausage. No big deal. Okay, I found 2 cheeses. This is Tilsiter, wherever you live. This is a Gruyere. This is a beeswax wrap. Do you guys use them? So awesome. This one is way too big for what's in here. It's the Bigo one. I like it pretty well. It's for baguettes, so it's nice and long. Anyway, if you don't have some, you should get some. There's a million places that sell things. We actually sell this type, and soon a couple of others, but anyway. All right, so I have this Gruyere. I like the Surchoix for any type of cooking that I'm doing, like a quiche or, you know, this pumpkin situation. Anytime you want to actually like have some cheesy flavor. And then I'm just gonna mix a little bit of this in as well. All right, off to grate and chop all that. Okay, so I have the pumpkin, it's empty. I have the cheese, it's like that much. It's probably too much, I don't know. I just kind of throw things up. I have a little enamel pot, and I have the sausage and the garlic and the tomatoes from the garden and the sage and the rosemary all cooked together with a splash of local white wine. Okay, so what we're gonna do is first, this is not, so I have a tool to help me, but it's not charged. We can only do so much. All right, so what I did was put some of that white wine in the bottom. Please ignore the screaming. My kids are here. Oh look, it fits perfectly. Now, ça dépasse, it goes above, so I'm not gonna be able to put the lid on, but that's okay. All right, so like I said, it's empty in there. Now, we're gonna put some of the sausage stuff with a little bit of the liquid. We're gonna put some cheese. I'm gonna push it down. If I ate baguettes willingly, or I would willingly eat a baguette, but I tend to not eat a ton of white, especially bread. I tend to not eat a lot of bread. But, anyway, if I did, I would put it in here. So that's another idea. When you're stuffing a courge of any sort, you can stuff it with whatever you like. All right, so did you see that? Layer of sausage, layer of cheese. Again, don't be fussy about it. All right, layer of sausage, layer of cheese. Push it down. Get your hands dirty. Come on. It's not gonna hurt you. Just make sure you wash your hands, huh? Sorry, especially in the age of the pandemic. All right, so it looks like I have a little bit too much. All right, do you see that? See, there's like some juice. That's good, right? All right, so some more cheese. Super yummy. All right, so Greg, he doesn't like sage that much, so I tend to not really use it, but I just am gonna put a little bit. I'm sorry, but sage is so autumny. It's Greg. All right, again, if I eat a lot of like white bread stuff, I would probably put some breadcrumbs on top of that. But for me, that type of like superfluous carbs and gluten, it just doesn't really make any sense. But for other people, whatever you're into, I don't care. But you know, I worked out earlier. Seems dumb to like make it all go waste. All right, so you put the top on. The top on the pumpkin. And then I'm just gonna cover this with aluminum foil. And I'm gonna put in the oven at 180. My oven in my private kitchen upstairs in my very crazy manic house is quite cool. No, excuse me. No, I just said that wrong. It's quite hot. So I'm gonna put it at 180. You could also put it at 200 if your oven is not super hot. So voila. I'm gonna bake that. When the sides of the pumpkin become kind of mushy and gushy and inside it's all like bubbly and gooey and probably kind of like you just saw, stuff will be like seeping out of the edge. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so yummy, and that's when you're gonna want to take it out of the oven. Okay, do you see it? It's juicy. It's doing its thing. However, be careful. I have chef hands. You don't feel anything after a while. It's hot and it's a little smushy, but me, I want it a little more smushy. So I'm gonna leave it in there. It's been in there about 45 minutes. I'll leave it in there for another 10 to 15. Look at that goodness. It's like a low carb dream. Pumpkin from the garden, herbs from the garden, sausage, tomato from the garden, and cheese.